Scott Lighthouse. So guys, I've been meditating this morning, and I just went and got done looking at Rustling Around's reading, and he mentioned a goddess named Sedna, and Sedna was mentioned in a reading that I looked at with the gym goddess almost a year ago, and that was when one of my spirit guides whispered to me that Sedna was the kind of healer that I am, and she was of the Inuit, I-N-U-I-T, I don't know how to pronounce that, Inuit tribe, towards the Pacific, or the Inuits. I'm not sure if those are the Eskimos, if that's Hawaii, Alaska. I don't know. I didn't look that far into it, but I really need to do some of that because that's the kind of healer I was told that I am. But I decided to do a rune reading for y'all, and I meditated for a good 30 minutes, and I was going to use the Healing Runes book, and I did, just to get what the meaning of it was. But I went back to my esoteric meaning, and I went through and I wrote down, because I was getting different things. I was reading what the meanings were, because I'm trying to learn these guys and see what my intuition says. And I just started getting downloads about what this whole reading was for. So, because originally I was going to do it in a healing way for healers of what we needed, what we're going through right now. And I focused on the collective. And this one, guys, I'm just going to have to tell y'all what I got. And there was so much, I literally wrote it all down, because I would be done with one, move on to the next, and get more. And it just kept growing and growing. So I'm going to, and so much of it that yeah. So what we start out with here, guys, is we have Ing. And Ing is, on an esoteric level, is the energy to create. But I also got a possible new path, expansion, standing out, sharing, enlightenment. And Ing is like the best rune you can get in a reading. In the healing runes, it means having faith, but it's also a creative energy. And then I just started getting, all this other stuff with the new path and share and enlightenment. Then I got joy, or I got one Joe, which is joy, spirit connectedness, happiness, understanding. But I also got that there's something coming around that's going to give you joy. Now, this reading is not going to resonate for everybody. I don't think this is for every single healer out there. This one I'm feeling like is for just a select few, because we have a lot of planetary stuff that's going to be going on here in the next month or so that I think is just going to open up a lot of stuff. Rustling Around was talking about how it's a very dense energy where you're kind of, when you get in it, it really pulls you to the earth. So to me, that's talking about connecting to the earth and being, you have to figure out how to use the energy. Then the energy leaves and it comes back, and you have to figure out how to use it. I think there's actually another step that I missed that he was talking about. But to me, like I said, it's just a lot of energy, guys. But it has a lot to do with spirit, and having the serenity and the faith to, as it comes to, have faith in everything, that whatever you have, that on a healer's level, that you are, it's all within. It's not something, it's something that we're going to gain from the universe in general, and then you're going to know what to do with it. And everyone's going to be different, okay? And it's also going to have something to do with Othila, which is your birthright, your ancestors, secret inheritance. And what I was getting was sacred to your tribe. It's going to be different for every single person, every single healer. And whatever it is, you have to make sure that you share it. You can't keep it inside. You have to be able to share it, okay? Because then we have the Fihu, and Fihu has to do with wealth. But this isn't wealth on, like, money wealth. It's wealth on the inside, growth on the inside. Whatever you gain through this next month or this next time period where the planets are doing a lot of things, you have to make sure that you share it, okay? It will make you wealthy, you're happy, on the inside. Okay, it's going to be on a soul level, guys. It's not going to be on it's like a higher level of consciousness is what you're going to gain from it. That's where the wealth comes in. Your soul's going to grow. Okay, and overall, the spiritual warrior, which is strength, purity, whatever you gain, be very unselfish with it. Selflessness, you have to share it. It's a pure, higher conscious level. I hope that's making sense. It's going to shine brighter in you, and it is meant to be shared. It's also strength, knowing your own power, knowing how to use it, knowing how to help other people with it on a spiritual and higher consciousness level. Then for the last one, which I smiled when I saw this, I always do when I see Dagas. Dagas is new day, but it also means clarity. It means seeing things with your, I guess, your third eye, your higher soul level, your higher self, and that when the time comes, and it's going to be different for every single person, that's when you will help other people. Or I was really kind of having trouble kind of pulling that one in, but it's because it's going to be, I'm feeling like it's just going to be so different for every person, that how you internalize it and figure it out and get into that new day and share it with others is going to be so, I'm feeling like it's going to be so drastically different for every single person. Like there might be one or two people that say, hey, that kind of resonates with me. Other people are when it finally comes to that day when they go to use it, it's going to be so different. It's going to take a while to process it and unpack it, as Santero says. So, and this isn't something, this reading, I'm feeling like it's timeless, but I'm feeling like this is like, it's going to be so different for every person that as time goes forward, it's just going to feel so different for everyone, that how you unpack it and use it and internalize it is going to depend on that new day, how it opens up your mind, how you use it in the future to help other people. And I just feel like this is like just not a whole lot of people with this, guys. This is just one of those readings that feels like it's, maybe a couple of thousand of you out of the whole collective. So this is like, I don't know, the energy I get from it, just running my hands over, and that new day isn't like really close, guys. It's not sometime over maybe the next 6 months, 8 months. It's just because everyone's going to unpack it and use it differently. I hope that makes sense. I think it's the first time I've ever thought about running my hands over and feeling where the energy is mostly coming from Dagas. So it's like, and that's new day. It's clarity. So some kind of clarity is really going to come through for some of you guys, that when it does, I think it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. It's really going to hit you like a ton of bricks, but you're going to be so happy about it. And it comes from your Odella is birthright. So I really feel like some of you, it's going to come from part of your heritage, if that makes any sense. In other words, I would suggest going and looking up your family tree, looking to see if there isn't something from another land that you don't think you have a whole lot in you. Like, I had a friend went and did one of those, not DNA tests. She went and did one of those where you spit in the cup and send it off and it tells you what you've got in you. And she found some, oh God, what was it? She found something that she was like, I don't even know how we even got that in our, because we have so much DNA in us from all these different countries and places, that sometimes you will find that you've got something in you, if you do one of those tests, that you go, how the hell did we get that? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you go and look up some of your family tree, I feel like some of you are just going to find that you're going to discover something. And if you go and look those peoples up from that part of the world, all of a sudden a bunch of shit's going to make sense. Does that make any sense to you? And whatever you gain from that is in the future is that clarity and that joy and that connecting to spirit and making sure that you share it. It's just going to have there's just going to be a lot of clarity. So I hope this reading made sense. And guys, you just got to make sure you be a spiritual warrior. Be a light in the darkness. I'm just feeling like when this new day comes, so many of us are going to be needed. So many people they're just going to need us. They're going to need us to help, to explain things, to lean on us, they're going to need our clarity in a way that from things that they don't understand. Which, also to let y'all know, Fihu in the healing runes means honesty. Spiritual warrior, the tear rune means courage. And Dagas, guys, for me this was major clarity. Dagas is the rune of hope. My left ear is going off. They're telling me I got it. They're like, yes, make sure you tell them that it's hope. We are the hope of the future, guys. If you're a healer and you have healing abilities, you are really going to be called upon to be a huge spiritual warrior. I hope this helped. This was just one of those things where I felt like I just had to sit down and meditate and pull runes, and that's what we got, guys. This rune reading is timeless. Like I said, this is a specialized reading. I'm feeling like it's just not going to resonate for a whole bunch of you, or some parts of it may be. Some of you may already be going through this shift. Some of you may not be there yet, because this is the way they told me to lay it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, and I've never seen a reading like that before, but I just laid it out according to how it felt like I needed to. So, all right, guys. Lana Scott, Lighthouse, be a light in the darkness, guys.